Hello, developers. This is the very first video for our Learning Apex Now channel, where I'm going to try to teach you how to use Apex in the way that I use it. I am a professional software developer. I've been working in the corporate field for the last 20 to 25 years. And lately I've been working with Apex and with other software like Apex called OutSystems. And I can tell you that Apex is an extremely useful tool and is free with every setup of Oracle that may be in your company. So if you have Apex in your company, I mean Oracle in your company, Apex comes free. So it's a free tool. And it's a great tool. It allows you to do a lot of very useful things. First of all, let's start with the fact that you get a free web-based tool, this IDE environment built for the using of Apex is very, very easy to learn, yet very complicated. It's kind of like playing golf. The idea of golf is you hit a ball, you put it in a hole somewhere in the distance, and that's a very simple idea, but if trying to implement it, it's much more difficult. Apex is similar. First of all, Apex is built on top of the Oracle database. It is I believe, my personal opinion is that Apex began more as a report writer than a tool to be used for web development. So if you think of it in that way, you'll realize that a lot of the things that Apex does, especially with the generation of reports, is especially easy, while some of the things that you try to do as a web application development in web application development it's a little bit more difficult. That is just the way it is, guys. You have to learn. You have to work through it. It's not impossible. I did it, and I know quite a few people that have done it. So it's just a matter of learning how Apex wants you to do things. Once you understand that, Apex becomes a fairly simple and robust tool to use. So we are in the IDE. We are in the very first page. If you need additional information on how to use Apex, by the way, this IDE is free. You don't have to have Oracle. If you can just go to the Oracle webpage to look for Apex and get a free account, which is what I'm using here to show you how to do things. So here on the right hand side in this portion of the IDE, which is the very first page, you have educational links. In here you have summaries of things that have to do with Apex, like applications and tables, and how many developers are associated with this environment. And in this case, obviously, there's just me. If you click on your applications, either here to see what's there, or if there are no applications, to go to the app builder, you will see your applications are built for you, and a little icon is created for you, and they display here. So I know that all of you are chomping at the bit as to how to learn how to use Apex to develop. And the simplest way to learn Apex is to just jump in and start from scratch. One of the things that you need to understand right off the bat is that there are many ways of starting an Apex application. One of the ways that it can be done, if you have some kind of data, you can import it, and Apex will build an application for you around it, which is kind of neat, kind of useful for learning. Maybe not so much for a professional environment, but I want to see if I have anything in here that I can use to show you. And oddly enough, I do not have any kind of an Excel spreadsheet that I can use, which is really weird. I usually keep something. Um, hmm, well, okay, so much for that idea. Let's back it out of here, and we'll just create a brand new one from scratch. Nothing associated with it. Okay, so we're going to hit the create button, and we're going to create an application. We're going to call this application 1. And here you can use the create app wizard if you want to, if you already have tables built, etc. This is very useful. But in this case, we're just going to, this is our very first application, so we're going to just hit the create application button just so that you can see what it does for you. And here's what it's done. It's given you a global page. This global page is kind of an odd little duck. The global page, whatever you put in the global page is going to show up in every page that you have. It creates a login page for you, and it creates a home page for you. So since you, in order to reach this application, right, you have to log on by setting up an account with Oracle Apex. And when you do that, it takes your username and password, and it creates a user for you under that. So in this case, we're just going to go to the page. You have components are going to be shown here. Components pages or details are going to be shown here. Now, mine is lined up a little bit differently than how you would get it if you did it from from scratch. When you install the application from scratch, it sort of looks like this. Let me see if I can show you. These can be moved around, and I believe that this is how you initially get your Apex set up. In here, you're going to, whatever you pick from here, it's going to be placed in here. This is a visual representation of what you have here. So you have a body here, that's a body there. You have an application, actually that's called a region, with static content, and there it is. So, and it's got places where you can put buttons and stuff like that. You'll learn about that later. Don't fret for right now. For me personally, the way that I always set this up is like such. I put my layout, my page search, and my help page on the right. Everything else I leave in the middle, because this is actually easier on your brain than to have to make. So whatever you do here, these are the settings for that widget. So if you have all of this in the middle, you're clicking on this and then coming over here and clicking on this and then having to come over here. So this is just easier. For the layout, after a while, to be honest with you, the layout doesn't become that important. Um, you kind of figure out how to work on this. It's kind of it's a drag and drop, but it's not in the way that most web applications use drag and drop. We'll go over this at a later time. For right now, let's just get to some of the basics. Now, one of the things that you can do is right here you have this SQL Workshop tab, and under it you have this SQL scripts and SQL utilities, and under all utilities you have sample databases. So if you click on that, you can install a sample database from Apex, pre-built for you. So in this case, we're gonna do something simple. We're gonna install the this database right here, the countries database. Okay, we'll hit next, and these are the tables that it's going to build for us. Okay, and the views, and then we're going to do install dataset. And in the background, it is creating scripts and inserting all of these tables and views into the environment. These are not specific to any application. They're in the environment, so any application can use it. So we could create an application from these tables. We're not going to do that. We're going to exit because we want to mess around with these tables. Now, in App Builder, and SQL Workshop, if you go to App Browser or Object Browser, you're going to be seeing all of your database items here. So now, previous to this, I had installed some tables, so that's what you're seeing in here. But here are the country tables. Okay? All these EBA, country intermediates, country organization, country regions, all of that are the country tables that we just loaded. And I know that it created at least one view, and there it is, the countries view. So let's create our very first application. It's going to be very simple. It's just going to be a report that uses this view. All right, so we're going to go to App Builder. Here in our application 1, we're going to create a page. These are all of the types of pages that you can use, and you'll learn more about this at a later time. For this one, we're going to create a classic report, and we click on that, and we're going to call it countries, and we're going to include an edit page, and the edit pages that are built automatically for you are created by you simply choosing this right there. And we're going to name that as Edit Countries. All right. Now, every page that you create, you can make it be normal, which is your normal page, or a modal dialog, or a drawer, which we're going to stick with drawers here, and you'll see what that is. It actually comes when it slides from the right to the left. So we've named the page. We've named the form page. That's going to be our edit page, which is going to be built automatically by us clicking on this and making it that. We're going to make it a drawer, which is kind of the standard. The data source, we're going to use the view that I saw earlier. We just got to find out what its name. I wish there it is, EBA country views. All right, click on that. We're not going to worry about navigation. We'll just kind of let it automatically create something for us. And we're going to hit next. And our primary key is going to be the country ID, which I would guess that would be the most important. That's what it's keying on. So hit create page, sit back and let the magic happen. And there it is. It has created a page for us. Here on the right, that is a classic report region, and there are the columns. That is a clickable link. Those are the columns, and in theory If that gets clicked, it's going to take us to page 3. We're in page 2. So it's going to take us to page 3, which is edit countries, which is our edit page. So we're going to save it, and we are going to hit that. Now I already have my user password in my screen, so I don't have to enter it, but you just put whatever username and user password that you use to create the account. There it is, guys. That's our table. Those are our columns. And if we want to edit anything, any of those columns, we just click on that. Boom. There it is. We can click on this, and oh, I wish I could move this out of the way. This is a tool that comes with the application, but it's covering our two buttons. We have a cancel there and a delete button, and an apply changes. So if we decided to name this AFG, the number, let's see, is that an, let's just do Kabul 11. If we decide to make that a Kabul 11, and we apply changes, we should see that here. See that column right there? So we're going to hit apply changes. Oh, you know what? We can do this because this is a view. What we really need is a table. So there you go. Lesson number 1. Don't use a view when you can use a table. So let's just go back. This is really easy. Now, this will help us learn one more thing, how to delete a page. Come over here to this wrench at the very top. We hit delete page. Come to the bottom, permanently delete the page. That deletes page 2, but we want to also delete the edit countries so that we can just start from scratch. And we come to the wrench, hit delete the page, permanently delete it. Boom. That is done. So we're going to go back to our application, and we're going to create a page, classic report, countries, a normal page, include a form, detail countries. It's a drawer, and this time we are going to choose, see how this one says view? This one says table. We're going to choose table. That was silly of me. I can't believe I didn't catch that. And that's all we need to do on there. Going to hit next. Country ID, that's correct. Hit create page. Once it does that, you don't even really have to hit save. You can just hit go. And there it is. All right, we're gonna try it again. I'm gonna click on that. This time I'm going to put it on Afghanistan and the number 1 after it. So we should see a change there. And we apply. There it is. There's our change. So let's edit that. We come back, remove that, hit apply. It's gone. All right, this is going to conclude this particular video. I don't want to make these videos too long because sometimes it's kind of hard to absorb all of this. This does give you the opportunity to go and create an account if you already haven't. Also to get some reading done and see how some of this stuff work. Follow my steps. Download those sets of tables from that data set from Apex and create your application and just follow along. You'll really catch on very, very quickly. You can see how some of the stuff that would normally take 30, 40, 50 minutes to build, it's really, really quickly done by Apex. So there you go, guys and girls, my fellow developers. If you have any questions, just send me an email. See you guys in the next video. Bye. I wanted to let you know about one more source of information that you can use, and that is my Apex Field Notes blog, which is, you can find it under learningapex.blogspot.com, and I'll add the link in the comments or in the notes of the video. But there are over 400 entries that I'm aware of, and this is what I do when I run into a problem or when I resolve a problem. I create notes so that I can remember what it is that I did, and I put it into a blog. And you know, I'm not sure how useful it is to other people. There's some controversy around that, at least in my mind. But hey, you know what? It is free, it is useful, it is chock full of information that I think is useful because I use it. So there you go, learningapex.blogspot.com. Hey, if my videos are helping you in any way, shape, or form, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up and go ahead and register, subscribe to our page. You will be helping me and helping others find solutions about Oracle Apex. Thanks a lot. Bye.